How do you have that courage, though?
I normally use, because I get to be asked that question, wherever I travel in the world. I mean, that's one question. How did you move from engineering to, to what you do now, and to authoring books? And also, how did you, like you are asking a
Yes.
question, have that courage? But one thing I can tell you about courage is that I normally say to people, think of it this way. If you think of a lady, okay, a mother of 4 kids, who's been married for 15 years to this husband, but she's been treated badly, she's been abused, she's been, not been treated, kindly. But one day she wakes up and she says, I've had it. And they asked to say, but where are you going? Because who's going to support you with the kids? He said, I don't know where I'm going, but one thing I'm sure of is that I'm out of here. That's what we call being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And until you do that, there's no formula. I cannot teach anyone.
Yeah.
So there's a point in your life when your time has come up, because we normally say, when your time has come up but you are resisting to move, God is going to move on you. So when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you don't know, you don't have the answers. But
what you know is that you're not in the right place.
yeah, and that
And you need to
not just knowing you're not in the right place, you know that you are out of there.
Yeah.
So courage basically is something that just comes. There's no school and there's no one who can teach you courage. When people tell you that move out and yet you're not ready, it's not going to make sense to you. You will know, yes, it's time to move out, but it won't be time for you. Because you start thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that?
Yes.
And there are many decisions that we take in our lives, and later on you start thinking and getting a bit scared and say, what if things could have gone wrong there? But hey, it didn't. Or they didn't. So it's because then it means your time was ripe for you to take that decision.
Sure. Well, I love that. I love that so much. Maybe it's because I can relate to that. It was in January where I said, I'm leaving the employer. I said, I'm leaving the employer, and I left. And everyone's like, Njani, what's your plan? I'm like, I don't have a plan, but I'll make a plan.
Exactly. And I think for me, the nice way to put it is, instead of saying I'm leaving the employer, and you say, I found myself.
Yeah.
Because now you've got something to focus on. It means I found my connection. Because there are many people, you don't want to leave your employer and you're chasing things you still, because you talk to many people who are just end up lingering around, and they're just chasing, and they just think it's an achievement to leave an employer. It's not an achievement to leave an employer, but what is an achievement is connecting with the person that you're meant to be.